Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing well. Here I am again with the second video which I said I was going to put out for you, and this is in regard to another YouTube creator, CC Suarez. But before we get into that, you guys, I hope everybody is doing well. Everybody had a good Monday. Before we get into it, my usual disclaimer, please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Miss CC Suarez. I have actually pointed CC Suarez out in regard to a deep dive that she did on Andrea and Marvon McRae. And she has a YouTube channel that does a lot of deep dives. So not long ago, I think it was over the weekend, I was getting DMs, people telling me that CC Suarez was going to reach out to me because she's doing a deep dive on Katie Joy, which I don't feel. Why would she reach out to me? Because I did not have any interactions with Katie Joy. I have reported on Katie Joy, and that's about it. I feel that she should actually go to those people that Katie Joy has gone real life on. And I'm talking about people like Steve, Tina, Amy King, Lindsay Chrisley, and the list goes on and on and on. Apparently, CC Suarez is going to do a deep dive on Without a Crystal Ball, and she actually reached out to Without a Crystal Ball for a statement, and everything seemed to have unraveled. Katie Joy seemed to have gotten a bee in a bonnet, and that's when everything just unraveled, and it seems as though she hit a nerve. Katie Joy posted, YouTube creator CC Suarez is now doing an expose/hit piece on me based upon all false information and easily fact-check claims that are false. I cannot fathom a creator literally getting tips from haters and contacting the person. What? Over the false claims while admitting they are investigating the easily proven false claims as some sort of gotcha moment. CC Suarez will be contacted by my attorney, who was copied in my reply to her, that she not destroy any evidence or any communication she received because, again, all of this is false. Of course you would say it's false, Katie Joy, because you are the one that we're calling out. And at the end of the day, for most of the channels that I know that cover you, they come with receipts. So why are you gaslighting like this? For instance, I don't strike channels falsely and rarely ever strike anymore. Well, my opinion about that is I think you've learned your lesson from when you struck Angelica Olds. It's just my opinion. The sheriff's deputy she claims doesn't exist, works for the SVU department and is easily fact-checked. Not to mention this happened 3 years ago. Tati Westbrook's lawsuit is settled. Round of applause for Katie Joy. She finally said the case settled. Opposed to this.
Would have won. Not any other reason. I would have won.
I was always confident that the lawsuit would settle or we would be able to, come to a resolution. I never believed that it would go all the way. And thankfully we did settle. And honestly, I have been so happy about that. I think everyone involved was so glad to be able to put this aside.
No defamation occurred because they realized I got the details from a public lawsuit. Huh? Claims are digging into people's past, coming from other creators that literally published my rape report and monetized it. But that actual claim is coming directly from Leslie Bass or her followers. Leslie publicly accused me of child abuse, falsely accused me of striking her channel, held a fraudulent fundraiser because I took her channel down. Okay? After Leslie falsely accused me of child abuse and falsely accused me of stealing her kid's Christmas, I tried to figure out what her motive would be to come for me. Sure enough, she was in bankruptcy at the time, so Leslie can lie about me and spread false information. But if I try to figure out why and share that I'm bad, that is shady as fuck for you to have done, Katie Joy. Shady as fuck. Leslie has discussed my rape report and accused me of lying about my rape, lawsuits involving me, my arrests, and dug into my life for 3 years. Hold on, Katie Joy. And once again, you guys, I'm not coming to the defense of Leslie Bess. But how many people, including the person she is now highly promoting, Mr. Unirock, wasn't he also discussing her rape report? So if you want to come for one, come for all. Name all. How many times are the same fake claims going to come out before these people realize none of this is real? Why are you gaslighting people, Katie Joy? Cece, stick to MLM stuff. I haven't watched your channel in a long time. Someone told me she's publicly saying that I'm speaking to her in my lives. Girl, I'm publicly speaking to you now that you will look like a fool to do this. These videos have already been made and proven false. In which world, Katie Joy? Please point me in that direction. Hopefully, when she receives a letter from my attorney, she will figure it out. Here we go one more time. Threatening people with legal action. Wow. She made it clear on her channel that she doesn't like me and wants to expose me. No. If I remember correctly, she says she does not like you and that she will be doing a deep dive and did have intentions for a very long time to do a deep dive on you. She even had you on her calendar to do the deep dive, if I recall correctly. But anybody can correct me if I'm wrong. So yes, I fully trust her to actually listen to anything I say. Then she posed exposed with the statement that CC Suarez sent to her, which states, "Good evening, Katie. I'd like to give you the respect in letting you know I'm working on a video in regards to some of the controversies you have been involved in during your time on YouTube. The following are some of the topics I will be discussing: doxing, harassing, and threatening other creators. When another creator calls out your behavior, your response typically involves digging into their tax information, past behavior, or even their private family members' lives, claiming to have sources close to the topic you're covering that may not be legitimate in order to legitimize the information you're presenting. Repeatedly, copyright strike, copyright claiming other creators' content regardless of the Fair Use Act. The claims you made regarding Tati Westbrook's husband during the Shane Dawson investigation, directing people to call LA Sheriff's Office and speak to deputy/detective who hadn't worked at the Sheriff's Office for years. Claims that you have made no money from numerous YouTube videos and Facebook live streaming regarding the Vaughn McCrae situation. Claims that you have weaponized your following against other creators. Speculation that you are the individual behind a YouTube channel by the name of Nonsense using a voice changing filter. If you would like to give a statement on any of these topics, I would be happy to add it to my video. There is no obligation to respond if you don't find it necessary. I will not be stating anything as a fact if it cannot be backed up with hard proof/evidence, and will remain professional and assertive. I am purely reaching out as a courtesy. Kindly and assertively, CC Suarez." According to Chelsea, she went on, I think it was an Instagram live, and she posted this.
So funny. Yes, I see it. I don't know how, listen, this woman is quick. She's the quickest on the internet, I swear. The quickest. I emailed her at 8:09 p.m. She emailed back at 8:18 p.m. Not one email, not two, but three. And then made a long Facebook post about me. Oh my God. This is my favorite day ever. Like, what? So, she's gonna sue me, apparently.
My question, if you're not guilty of anything or if you got nothing to hide, you wouldn't overreact. You wouldn't be so reactionary and defensive. And first things, I've CC'd my attorney. It's like, really? And and you just say no comment. That's all. When in my opinion, it's useless defending yourself, Katie, because everything is out there. It shows where you fucked up. It shows where you've been a damn fool. So all these people, all these creators, but you always only name two, Charlotte and Leslie. Not that I'm saying you should name anybody else, but why do you feel you always need to go for the people that you feel won't come after you? Straight after that, Katie Joy went on her Facebook Live. So I am going to show you the Facebook Live that she did, and she went on her Instagram. Because in my opinion, Katie Joy is basically on damage control. And like I said, Katie Joy seems to have a hard-on for Albie. Once again, I'm just stating it for what it is. I'm not coming to anybody's defense. I'm not taking anybody's part. Once again, she comes after Albie and she says, on July 27, 2022, Albie, aka Leslie Best, was on a YouTube channel, acknowledges that her moderator Sherry reported me to the building inspector in my town for my deck. A deck that has nothing wrong with it. Instead of telling her mods or her chats not to go real life, Leslie laughs and says that I go real life on people on the time? Oh, she means all the time. My bad. So, first of all, there's only so much that own channels can do and say. We can scream it from the highest rooftops. We can sit people down and say, don't do this, don't do that. We all fucking adults. How can we say, okay, please don't do this, and then the person does it? What are we? We can't tell the next adult what to do. They have a mind of their own. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. Same with you, Katie Joy. Look at the shit you do, which blows my mind on a daily basis. I have never in my entirety of ever knowing of this woman reported her to any agency, contacted any law enforcement, filed any reports, or done anything to go real life on Leslie. Okay? So you took it upon yourself to find out that Leslie is having a fundraiser, or somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Did Steve not organize this fundraiser for Albie? Please somebody correct me in the chat. I did send a message out to Steve to verify, but I have not heard back from him. So please let me know if I'm incorrect about that. And didn't Katie Joy go and pay for her financials? And didn't she brag about paying for financials and exposing how when a person is going through such a hard time in life, felt the joy to expose that person's hardship? Anybody find that to be a problem? I have not filed reports, reported or contacted any agencies to report crimes regarding any story that I cover. Hold on. When she was back and forth with Todd Chrisley, okay? Did she not say that she went to the FBI? Remember FBI Steve? And I might have this twisted around, but something to the effect of FBI Steve told her to go to the prosecutor, and the prosecutor wouldn't be too impressed on what Todd Chrisley is doing. Sure, she said something like that. And if I find the clip, I will insert it. I have reported real life harassment that has happened to me. I had to work with the FBI related to harassment created by YouTubers. Okay. I had to work with the FBI related to a convicted felon's harassment of me. But now everybody knows when she refers to a felon, she's either talking about, and no disrespect, Charlotte's absolutely not. She's either talking about Charlotte on the web, or she's talking about Todd Chrisley. So Katie Joy, tell me something. Does it truly make you feel better about yourself by referencing these people as convicted felons? Does it truly make you feel better? I do not condone anyone going real life. I specifically direct my audience not to report anyone over the internet claims or videos. Does anybody remember the phrase, internet do your thing? And this, in my opinion, is exactly the way Katie Joy gets her trolls to go after us, channels that report on her, by promoting people that are against her. Example, perfect example, Unirock. Now she's promoting Unirock's channel, where it says, Unirock has a long history of exposing fraud raising on YouTube. He's also very familiar with Leslie, aka LB, and a history with shady behavior on YouTube. He is digging into the story. He also knows most of the players that joined Molly from the anti-KJ community. Check out his coverage. Unirock is the same one that was against Katie Joy when Katie Joy falsely accused Steve McRae of sexual harassment, allegedly. So this is how she basically gives a call to her stans, her cult members, or her minions to say, go. This is the way Katie Joy does it, in my opinion. I report on reality TV, influencers, and fraud on YouTube. That I do, which means pulling court records. If that means I'm going real life, well, I don't know how else to report. Reporting factually from court records is the responsible way to report versus creating conspiracy theories and assumptions online. Now, you see with Katie Joy, she doesn't report on the person. Perfect example, Amy King, okay? You see, when she was all well and good with Amy King, she was best friends, promoting Amy King, holding Amy King on the highest pedestal. Amy King could do no wrong. As soon as shit hit the fan with Amy King, what did Katie Joy do? Exposed to YouTube and her audience the financial hardships in regard to taxes that Amy King and her husband were going through. Now you tell me that is not fucked up. Who does things like that? That is malicious, that is vindictive, and that is all the way fucked up. As soon as you just separate yourself, I feel like she holds the trump cards to these people. And once they break free, that's it. Then she posts this clip, which was today. She says, Leslie acknowledges her moderator called an inspector on me. What the fuck did you expect LB to do? Put in the naughty corner? She doesn't tell Sherry not to do this. But she's Sherry's mother. I have never reported Leslie Bass to any agency ever. No. But you have disparaged her, you have demeaned her, you have insulted her, you have accused her falsely of certain things. I'm just saying things from what I've observed. I'm not saying LB is innocent of everything. This, what Katie Joy is doing, is fucked up. Because Katie Joy just said in her last post about LB, she asked her numerous times to stop talking about her. What is Katie Joy doing? She's the one that's poking the bear. She's the one that keeps coming after LB. And why is she coming after LB? Because LB is on the Mavon McCray story, situation. And Katie Joy can't handle it because she got booted from it. And she can't handle rejection. So, I'm not telling you guys what to think, how to think. You guys can make up your mind for yourself. But you see Katie Joy. Katie Joy is at a part of her life or her YouTube career where people are finding out the type of person she truly is, the lies she spreads. Especially now, what she has done to this family, the family of Mavon McCray, to his mom, Letitia Bias, to his dad, Mr. Jackson, and his wife. It's like, can you not just have a heart? Can you not just for 1 second have a bit of compassion? And what has topped it for a lot of people was when Katie Joy said that Marvin McCray is in the situation because of himself. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please have a fantastic rest of your week. Be safe out there. Please, please, you guys, be safe out there. Be kind to one another, and don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.